Hey, it's Tony talking car biz. So I started out thinking I'm going to do this interior video outside today, but it's raining. So I'm going to go ahead and walk around it. This is a 2021 Toyota Tacoma SR5 Trail Edition. It's a new edition for 2021. And so in this video, I'm going to go ahead and pull it in the studio where it's nice and dry and warm. And when I get it in the studio, I'm going to go ahead and dive into the interior and show you all the features on the interior, the back seat. We'll take a look at the front seat, and then we'll dig in, look at the steering wheel, the sound system, the center stack, tell you what makes the Trail Edition actually a pretty nice addition to the Tacoma lineup. So stay tuned, we'll get started. Okay, let's jump into the driver's seat here. Take a look at the interior. Quickly stopping on the door, wanted to point out that we do have automatic up and down windows for all four windows, power door locks, power mirrors right here. The door itself is a plain black trim. There is a soft fabric here, kind of feels almost like rubber, but I don't know what it is. It's probably vinyl, but it feels like rubber. There's kind of a gunmetal gray plastic trim here. Notice we have a speaker down in the door, and then we have bottle holders down here in the door as well. Take a look at the driver's seat. We've got full power seat, forward, backwards, up, down, power recliner. We've got a power lumbar support on the driver's seat. The passenger seat is not power. Now the seats themselves are a deep bucket seat cloth, and then they kind of have a tannish stitch across here. That's part of the Trail Edition package. See here on the side. And then the headrests are adjustable up and down. Seat belts are adjustable up and down. And then there are airbags built into the seats themselves, side impact airbags. Take a look at the lower part of the dashboard. Here's our traction control on and off. This is our door light for our interior door, and then also our cargo light. So if we tap that button right there, that's going to go ahead and turn on our cargo lights here across the back, including in the bed there. Also automatic high beams on and off, 120 volt power point on and off. That's in the bed back there. I showed you that in another video. More of that gunmetal gray trim. There's a brushed or a kind of a chrome trim around the vents. Vents open and close like this. They also turn. And then your hood release is down here. Brake and accelerator right where you'd expect to find them. Let's go ahead and jump in the driver's seat and see what we can find. Okay, behind the wheel, this is the standard 4-spoke steering wheel that you find on Tacoma and Tundra. It is leather wrapped, and you can see it's perforated, very comfortable. This part's not perforated, and then they've got that gunmetal gray trim that we saw earlier on the door right here. On the left-hand side, controls for your sound system, voice activation, and Bluetooth connectivity for your smartphone. And then on the right-hand side, controls for the information center, which we find up here in the gauge cluster right there. And then down here, switches for sensitivity for your dynamic radar cruise control. And then we can go ahead and turn off the lane departure if we want to do that as well. So Tacoma has lane departure, which will notify you and give you an adjustment if you're changing lanes inadvertently. Cruise control is down here, and then on this side are wiper controls, washer wiper for the front. On this side are your headlight controls, including your fog lights right there. Take a look at the instrument cluster. I'll go ahead and start it up so you can see what it looks like when you first start it. Now the Trail Edition does come with the standard key system, so no push button start, but you do have remote keyless entry. The Trail Edition is built on the SR5 package, so some of the features you'll find on an SR5. So here we go with the, just going to go ahead and close this door. Here's your gauge cluster, white on black gauge cluster, kind of a pale blue when the headlights are on. And then down the center, here's your tachometer, temperature gauge. There's your information center. It's telling you I have a passenger doors open, which I do. Speedometer and your fuel gauge, and then your information center is right down here, which is where you can set up your safety settings, and also you have a fuel economy fuel calculator, outside temperature, and your odometer and your gear indicator right there as well. Let's go ahead and move on over to the center stack, and we'll take a look at that. I'm going to go ahead and turn those headlights off. I've got them on right now, so the center stack kind of goes into a nighttime mode. If I turn the headlights off, now it's in more of the daytime mode. So this is an 8-inch touchscreen. It does have 6 speakers. It's not the JBL audio system. Does not have navigation. Does have a small app suite, which where you can download some information from Toyota for those features. It is Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Alexa compatible. Also, you have Sirius XM satellite radio. You get 3 months of that subscription, no extra charge. You can see we have a digital clock right there. As we move down the center stack, throw a little light on there for you. These are your hazard lights. We have automatic temperature control, and it is driver, front, passenger adjustable. So we'll go ahead and throw that into the auto mode, and it allows individuals to adjust their temperature in the readouts up here. But then if you want to sync them so that they're both the same, tap this button and it syncs them up together. Over here is your 4-wheel drive system. These are your heated or your heated outside mirrors are right here. Blind spot monitoring down here. Here's your adjustment for your transmission. Rear window, so that back window, this one back here, that one can be open and closed by toggling this switch. So it's power. Also notice it's tinted. So we do have a USB charging port, and we also have a 12-volt charging port, or power port I should say. Storage compartment down here just to throw your odds and ends. Cup holders here, which are adjustable for different size mugs and cups. Here's our transmission. This is a vinyl shift knob. Nothing overly special about it. It does have a chrome ring around there. It is a gated shifter, so if you want to move it into manual mode and you want to work your way through the gears, you can do that as well. Parking brake is right here, which comes in handy when you're doing some off-road driving and you want to throw on some extra braking. Another cup holder here, another storage compartment, more of that gunmetal gray trim wrapping around there. Here's your armrest, your center armrest. Room for 2 arms. It's not adjustable, it's stationary. There's a couple cup holders right back here for your back passengers. It's pretty deep, right? And then for 2021, just a minor improvement. Don't know if you can see them down there, but there's some USB charging ports down there, 2 of them. Actually, I think one's a USB-C and one's a standard USB, so kind of a minor upgrade, but definitely needed. Here's a quick look at your passenger side. Up on the top here, there's a passenger assist grip. Makes it easier for folks to get in and out. Here's your visors with lighted vanity mirrors. We also have the ability to pull that out and then slide and extend this out, but it's not a dual visor. It's just that single retractable, if you will, visor. Up on the top, these are your dome light settings, safety connect, place for your sunglasses and odds and ends, what have you. Your mirror is a compass mirror, so you've got a compass right here, and then it's an automatic dimming mirror, so it'll dim down for bright lights, but it does not have garage door openers in the mirror like you see on some of our other products. Here's our glove box over here. It is a locking glove box, owner's manuals of course, and it's a pretty nice size glove box. Should be able to fit a small child in there. It's a joke, just a joke. So that's a quick look up front. Let's go ahead and jump in the back seat and see what we can find. Okay, jumping into the back seat, just stop here quickly on the door. Power windows, of course, in the back. More of that gunmetal gray plastic trim we saw up front. The upper part of the door does have that kind of that rubber surface. Speaker in the door down here. By the way, the sound system has 6 speakers. Bottle holders down here as well. Go ahead and dive in the back seat here. Now the back seat is cloth just like we saw up front. Same contrast stitching we saw up front. This color is unique for the Trail Edition. The back seats fold down, so you can fold down 40% just by tugging up here. And then that back comes down, or you can just bring that up and drop your toolkit in here. I do like this. This has storage underneath here. So we'll go ahead and open that up. So that's a storage compartment. There's no drain plug in there, so unless you've got a shop vac, I wouldn't recommend putting ice in there, but I suppose you could do that if you wanted to. So a nice storage compartment there. The passenger side also has that box right there, and underneath there is where you're going to find your jack, but there's also some storage room there as well. The back seats do come down, so you can fold them flat, but unfortunately, Toyota has made it difficult to do. So I've got it set up, I can do it easily by just tugging up on this, releasing these goofy little releases on here, and then I can pull that off. But I have to take that out in order to fold the seat all the way down. And then I guess I'm supposed to slide it in here to store it, but definitely can't do that with one hand, so I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to go ahead and fold that down so you can see the back of the seat. Now once that seat is folded down, the back of it has hard plastic on it, so you definitely could throw your toolboxes or what have you on the back of there. Pretty nice. And then there's some storage behind the seats down here. It's pretty deep actually. In fact, the Tacoma comes with these tie-down hooks that go in the bed, but if you're not using them, this is probably a good place to store them. Unfortunately, they're going to rattle around because this is all hard plastic, so I don't like that. But there's a place up here for your grocery bags, so that's pretty cool. So you can hang those up there. And then there are hooks up here for clothes, passenger assist grips. You've got a dome light there. There's another handle over on this side, so it makes it easy for folks to get in and out. That back window can only be opened from up front. Like to see the back passengers have control of that. They want to open and close it. So that's your back seat. But once those are brought up, you definitely have plenty of room if you need to throw your new 60-inch screen in during Black Friday. You'll be able to slide that right in the back of here. So pretty nice setup. There are no USB ports in the back seat. Total miss on Toyota's part. They should have put some plugs either down here or in the backs of the seats. There's a map pocket there, but there's no map pocket over here. Here's a quick look at your driver's compartment. Okay, there you go. That's the interior overview of our brand new 2021 Toyota Tacoma SR5 Trail Edition. Some really great accessories on this particular one, including the roof rack, the tubular step rails, but we do get those in-bed coolers and storage box as part of the Trail Edition package. Hey, if you like my video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. If you want more like this, feel free to subscribe. Thanks for watching.